Hello, this is Mark. As I promised to friends of mine, today we will tie a fly that saved our 5-day fishing trip on the Canes during high and fast water last fall. I would like to share it with you. I call this fly the Savior because it saved our butts. It resembles a lot like an Undertaker with some modification that improved our fishing for the condition we were in at that particular time. So let's get at it. First thing I want to show you is the wing is 3 parts. It's one I've got pig underneath. You can have it's very stiff, and then I put blue crystal flash and bear on the top. Here you can see that better. An hot orange collar, and then I've got gold tag, chartreuse and red butt, wool body, and gold ribbing. So that's what we're going to do today. First off, I tied on the gold tag, save some time. I'll just wrap that around. You don't need too much, but again, as I mentioned before on some of the little video clips, I use white thread. Again, it's I've noticed friends of mine and other people that their butts after fishing a little bit while, the colors changed, and so this keeps the color of the butts that you're going to use much longer. I'm going to put the chartreuse on here, wrap that up here, goes by, and lock it in. Come back. Nothing fancy about this guy. It's not a presentation fly, it's a fishing fly, and I tie it, I'm going to slow down a little bit so make sure that you can follow each step. Just take my time here. Again, I just lock that in. Get rid of that. Then I use black thread, and I go get my gold rib, put that on. That on both there. A bit of gold rib, small. You don't want it too thick because the fly is not that long. This is a Partridge Supreme size 4. I like the hook very much. It knocked off the barb. It's a great hook for hook and release. Salmon don't like it because it stay on quite well, but since we're all salmon anglers, this is how I do it, and some of the reasons why I do what I do. There, then I'll wrap on the black body. It's out of wool. I had floss before. I found the wool absorbed a little bit more water than I want this fly to get down. In fact, as I'm doing this and talking, we actually were using 200 to 250 grain sinking tips to get down to the fish. That's where they were. We threw everything at them but the kitchen sink, and nothing went where. And this is where came up with a brain fart and come up with this fly. Throwback from an Undertaker, and invent anything. I think every type of fly has been tied in the world now, but you could modify these to suit the conditions that you're in. There. Then I apply some Chinese boar. This is what I use. Stiff mousse. Any stiff hair would go good. You don't want anything too soft because the water where we were fishing was very fast, and I used about twice the length of the shank of the hook. Tie that down. Want that tied in real good. Same time you form a platform for the rest of the fly and the wing, collar. You want a reasonably nice low profile fly. You don't want this thing popping up in the air. And I use a fairly substantial amount of blue crystal flash here. Lock that in. Nip that off. There. Pretty good. Then I use the stiffest bear I've got. If it was moose, I'd use moose. Stiffer the better under the conditions we were in. Put that up there. Tear it off. Little snip. Tie that in real tight. There. There we go. Then I use a hot orange hackle. That's what I use. Fairly substantial amount. So what I did today is I put 2 hackles together and tie them on at the same time. It's too lazy to put them on one at a time. Whoops. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate. It's like other things we won't mention. And just force these back. There. Take that off. I'll post this fly in my flies on Facebook. You can see it. And there, that's just about enough. Tie it underneath. Up by a hook. That off. And then it's just a matter of forming a head. Now on the ones that I showed you at the beginning, one had jungle cock, one didn't. And if you want to put jungle cock, that's fair. I do most of the time. But for this demonstration, to keep in time, I figured I'll just skip that process. It's nothing to tying on a couple of jungle cock eyes. I'm sure you can. There. Do that. That looks pretty good. A little bit of lacquer. I don't know if this fly works in all conditions, but it worked for us during that period of time that we were fishing. Like I said, nothing else would work. This one done the job. And keep it nice and slim. You don't have to make this thing too thick, this fly. It's nice and thin and it works. And keep her low and enjoy it. Very good fly. I call it the Savior. It saved our fishing trip. There was 4 of us, Lynn and I and 2 friends, and nothing else worked. So this one worked for us at that time. Thank you very much.